everybody. Welcome to our second day of our Live at Lunch series. We are in a very special place today. Some of all of our visitors' favorite animals live out here. This is our barnyard area. Again, it's Danielle and Andrew, and we are going to be showing you some of our barnyard animals and teaching you a little bit about enrichment. So enrichment is something that we do with all of our animals here. Whenever you're taking care of animals that live in captivity, like the animals that we have in our museum or animals in zoos and things like that, it's really important for their health to enrich them. So basically enrichment is letting them practice things that they would normally practice if they lived out in the wild. So some of the enrichment that we do for our goats involves things like these rocks behind us and this super fun obstacle course that we've been training our goats to follow really well. So we have two pygmy goats and we have one dwarf goat. So this right here is Maggie. She loves to explore everything, so of course she's coming right up close to the camera. And this is Willow. Willow is our little Broadway star. She was on a Broadway show in New York City for about a month back in December, and she was very popular. So she is used to show business, and they're very well trained. And that's Chicky of our chickens. We have 7 chickens, right? 7?
Yeah, 7 chickens.
So Maggie and Willow are really young, but they're actually fully grown already. So Willow is about 11 months. She's gonna have her first birthday, I think, in June.
Yep.
And then Maggie is our newest addition to the barnyard, and
She's about 7 months old.
about 7 months now, yeah.
Yep.
So even though they're babies, since they're pygmy, that's the breed of goat that they are, they're actually not gonna get any bigger. So even though our museum is closed, our barnyard is still open every day from sunrise to sunset. So if you ever want to come and visit these little cuties, they will be out for you to say hello to. So Andrew is going to get started with showing you guys how we have trained our goats to complete this obstacle course. So goats are extremely food motivated. Actually, Willow is all ready to show you. She's ready to show off her skills without us having to even ask her. So there's a couple different ways that we get them to complete the course, but almost all of them have to do with food.
Yeah.
So they love to eat, and they'll do pretty much anything that you ask them if you have food in your hand. So
Today we have some leaves. And we'll probably get more than one of them following us now that I have these leaves. Come on, Willow. There you go, stop. Okay. There's one. Maggie. Maggie. Okay.
Maggie is still learning the course a little bit. She's not as trained yet, but Willow is a pro at finishing our course.
All right, Willow, come on. Come on, Willow. Jump. Oh, you're skipping it. Okay, come on. Jump.
Maggie's messing her up.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, with the two of them here.
So Andrew, do you want to explain why this kind of course is really good enrichment for goats specifically?
Sure. So, as some of you may know, goats are great climbers. Their hooves are padded and they're very grippy. That's why we have that pile of rocks over there. We have these stumps and the seesaw over there. Goats love to climb, and when we have enrichment items like this for them, it allows them to simulate being in the wild, developing their balance, developing their strength in their legs for jumping, and it's just a great way to let them be more wild in captivity. Yeah. They can't get enough of those leaves. Chickens like them too. Let's try a few more. I know. Okay. All right, we're gonna try the course one more time with Willow. Come on. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, come on. Oh, there you go. There's one. Leaf break. Everybody needs a break. Okay, come. Good. There. One more. Good. Oh. There we go. Good job, Willow. You can see we have collars on them. We also like to take them for walks in the woods. They love to get out. Walk on. We have a ton of big rocks and boulders throughout the property that they love to climb on. Lets them experience new scents, new smells in the forest. They get to run around a little bit. Oh, here's our sheep. This is one of our sheep, Hannah. Very woolly right now. We're going to shear them in a couple weeks.
So, besides just giving them leaves to train the goats, we also use some pellets, which is basically just crushed up hay and condensed, packed into these little pellets that they love to eat. But in order to give them a nice balanced diet, we use a couple of different kinds of food. So we use the leaves that Andrew ripped out of the ground before, and we also use these pellets, and we also use hay. And I know Andrew said that we take them on walks through the forest, which is why we have collars on them, and they love to just eat all along the sides of the forest. So we kind of can get them to follow us by shaking this by shaking this bucket, but once we get out there, they're totally focused on all the fresh leaves. So Hannah, our sheep, has a lot of hay on her back that Maggie just couldn't resist, so she had to jump up and try to eat the hay. Here, you want this hay? This sheep hay?
Sheep and goats are herbivores. They eat only plants. And here at the Nature Center, almost all of their diet consists of hay. They do get a little bit of these pellets at night, and they do get some fresh leaves and vegetables, but the majority of their diet is hay, and that is really healthy for them. And you can see Willow, even though she's tiny, she looks pretty wide. Her belly looks wide there, and that's because sheep and goats, they ferment all of that hay. It's super high in fiber, and that creates a lot of gas in their bellies. So even though they look a little bit fat, they're really just kind of bloated and full of gas trying to digest that hay.
Yeah, we get a lot of people asking if they're pregnant. They're not pregnant. They just have really wide bellies so that they can digest all the plants and the hay that they eat all the time.
Yeah.
All right. Should we see if we can maybe get Maggie to do the course?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Might have to hold her back.
Greg, are we getting any questions? No questions from the crowd? Okay, so Maggie is not quite as, she doesn't have this down the same way that Willow does. I'll take some range.
Okay. Yeah, try
But
this out.
we will try our best. She's been practicing. Come on. Sheep are getting in the way.
Okay.
Come on, Maggie. So, food definitely keeps them motivated, but it also motivates all of them at the same time. So it can be really hard to just focus on one. And Maggie's getting crushed. Okay. Here, have a leaf. Ready, girl? Come on, you follow me. Come on. Come on. Over here. Good girl. Good try. Come on. Oh, she's doing such a good job. Come on. Good girl. I think that was like the best she's ever done it. She did the whole thing. So she hasn't been here for as long as Willow, so she's still learning, and she's also a lot smaller than Willow. So her legs aren't quite as strong, but she's training every day, and now she's getting a lot better. And Willow is the queen of this course.
And guys, who is this back here?
So that's one of our older goats. This is Linden. Linden is a dwarf goat, so a Nigerian dwarf goat. So she's actually a little bit bigger than Willow and Maggie, but she's not as tall as a regular goat. Linden is a lot older than Maggie and Willow. She's about 10 years old. And you can see she has a little beard there. Very cute.
So the type of goat that Linden is well, actually I guess all of them, but mostly Linden because she's a little bit bigger, is a dairy goat.
Right. They were bred to be dairy goats in Africa.
So we get goat's milk and goat cheese from mostly this kind of goat. So should we do one more round of the course before we say goodbye?
Sure. Animals would like food in.
Yes. So Greg, we're going to do one more round on the course. You can see them training, and then we'll say goodbye. We'll sign off.
Okay.
Ready, girls?
Good job. Let's see if we can do it together. Willow. Good.
Maggie has got it down.
One more. Good girl.
Pretty close. That was pretty good for
them.
both of them.
Yeah, going at the same time.
They love to distract each other, and they play all day. Okay, so if we don't have any questions from the audience, we can sign off for the day. So don't forget to check the link in our bio if you would like to make a donation to the Greenberg Nature Center. And again, like I said before, our inside museum and facilities are closed, but our barnyard area and all of our trails are still open, so you can come visit every day from sunrise to sunset and visit our barnyard animals that you all just met. All right? Thank you guys.
Thank
See
you
tomorrow back here at the same time.